Early spring is my favorite time to throw a covert spinnerbait. Obviously with a covert and any spinnerbait, there's various types of blades. You've got willow, you've got Indiana, you've got Colorado, and then you got this breadth of sizes. So looking at Colorado blades with the covert series spinnerbait, early springtime, cold water, anything below 60 degrees, you're probably gonna be throwing a Colorado blade. Really early spring, late winter, you're gonna be looking at a single Colorado blade. And the other option is dirty water. So if it's dirty water, early spring, that's your two options. The reason of that is because of the amount of thump that this blade creates. So speed is extremely important. How fast that you're reeling that bait in the early springtime when the water's cold like this, the pre-spawn time, it's extremely important to make sure that you're reeling that spinnerbait as slow as you possibly can. That's where blade comes in again. The larger size blade that you're throwing, the slower that you're going to be able to reel that spinnerbait through the water column, because of that blade is creating lift. It's pulling that bait up. So the larger size blade, the slower that you're going to be able to reel that bait going through the water. I'll typically start with a number 4.5, depending on water clarity and temperature. That's kind of where I'll start. And that's where the Covert Series heat map comes into play. You can plug in, you can plug in water temperature and water clarity in that heat map, and it will tell you the exact spinnerbait that you need to throw. It's a super cool tool. This is a good spot right here. And that was a really good bite because it basically proved my point about reeling that bait slow. And see how she was able to choke that bait right there? I mean, literally down in her mouth, ate it really good. So you can't overlook blade size at all. So blade size is just as important as shape is when you're fishing. Specifically talking about a Colorado blade, the smaller of the blade as you go down in size, so from a 5, a 4.5 to a 4 to a 3, the less thump that you're going to get, the less amount of water displacement, and then also it's going to make that bait sink faster as you go down in size because of the less drag and pull that it's creating in the water. Oh gosh, good one. You guys, I can't stress enough. Take everything that we talked about into consideration on your next trip, okay? When you're throwing a spinnerbait, check out the heat map, think about the blade combination, match it up to water temperature and clarity, and look what it does, dude. I mean, you catch them like this right here, the Covert Series. Listen, take it into consideration. Check out the heat map, check out the Covert Series this spring, catch them like this.